I'm not gonna lie, it feels good to be back in a bigger truck. You just feel better about yourself when you're driving a good work truck versus my 4Runner. Not that I don't love my 4Runner, because you guys that watch the channel regularly know that I'm a Toyota fanatic, but yeah, it just it does feel good to be back in this bigger truck. So first things first, this morning I went and got just a hint of diesel fuel, 112 gallons. So I always like to kind of joke around with the ladies at the local gas station. I walked in to pay for it and told them I had just a hint of diesel fuel, but the lever stuck and I got more than I really wanted and didn't have any money. Of course, that threw them into a panic real quick, but it only works on the new ones. Regardless, we're going to fuel up this monstrosity here, the old H series. Now, the ground this morning is a little firm in places, but you can tell it's starting to thaw out fast. It's supposed to get up, I think, in the 40s today. So it's going to be a loblolly. But I wanted to come down this morning and try to get some wood out on the deck. Just at least try to do something. I'm glad the way the weather's looking, we're going to have a good week this week to run. But they've already got rain starting this coming Saturday for the next 7 days in our forecast. Now, whether it does it or not, it could be snowing by then, or we could be in a 100-degree heat wave. It's Missouri, you never know. So we're just gonna see what it does. Come on there, old girl, pump some fuel. When I put this truck together, which my next one will be the same, that GPI 20-gallon-a-minute pump, they're made in the United States, American made, that's why I like them. But a 20-gallon-a-minute pump, she will pump some fuel out. Oh boy. Yeah, like, things happen real fast. That's nice. I got diesel over my boots and pants. That'll be lovely to smell all day. We'll let this monster warm up a little bit. Now, I don't know if these machines have been at the same job at the same time. I don't think they have, but you can kind of see the size comparison difference in the 648H and the 540D. There is a lot more machine right there. But with a lot more machine comes a lot more fuel consumption. The operating cost to run that machine is definitely quite a bit higher in a sense, versus the D. Yeah, it burns a lot of fuel, but the amount of wood you can move and the time you can move it with that thing is tremendous. And honestly, I know I've told you guys, we are actively pursuing another 648H right now. We're looking to buy another one. We're going to get rid of our smaller machines like the D there and our other B model. We're going to keep our little 540 or a 440C. But yeah, we're going to get another H because we're outfitted for that now. You know, when we bought that one, then come the Peterbilt, then come the Lowboy. It's bigger equipment's there's more problems with it for sure. Call them problems if you will, but yeah, I absolutely love running that machine. It makes me enjoy kind of running a skidder again, having that. Now, I'm not going to do any cutting today. I didn't bring my hard hat or chap season. I left them in the Mac at home. I just wanted to come down here, fuel up, get some logs out, try to drag while we can. Later today or tomorrow, I'm actually going to move the little 440C to a little walnut job here east of Stockton. So I would say it's going to be a few days before we haul out of here. Hopefully we get some wind with this warmer weather, and this will kind of firm things up or dry it out a little bit, and we can start hauling some logs out. But it's going to be a few days. Away we go. Like a little Tonka toy next to this 648. A lot of trees in here. Dad's got them laying every which direction. We've already got another log up here we'll bunch with and take these out. I think the other one up here is a maple. Another good thing about this H is just the sheer power to move things out of the way. Like this dead log right here, dead tree. The D would have had some trouble pushing that up the way. Oh boy, we fell into a hole there. The H just manhandles it. If we had a set of chains on right now with this frozen ground, we would really be doing things. But I've got chains for the 23 ones. Rarely ever do we have to put them on because in my part of the world, we don't see this frozen ground won't last very long. I mean, it goes in spurts. We have very, very short periods of frozen ground in our winter months to need chains. Now, as I've said before, if we're working in northern Missouri, we tend to need those chains a little more. But down here in the southern part where I'm at, we don't need chains very often. Controls are being a little sticky this morning. There we go. Make sure we got constant pressure there. Right there, constant pressure. Come on, old girl. Pull out about 700 feet here in this drag. Out of the hole here, I did lock in the differential locks here on top of the shifter. See there, we're locked in. We'll go ahead and unlock now, push the button. That's slick. Looks like it's kind of greasy right now. This H, I just downshifted one gear. I went from 6th into 5th. So we come right out of there with all this drag in 5th gear. So there's a lot of log back there in both these trees. I will say that these big machines aren't for every application, especially here in southwest Missouri where it's mainly selective harvesting. Really, you don't see a lot of larger frame skidders like the 600 series, or especially 700 series skidders like the 748s. But on river, we still cut a fair amount of this river bottom timber, and man, this is the only way to go in this stuff if this is what you cut a lot of. But again, moving it, fueling it, those are all things to consider. Just drop like that, and away we go. And here a week or so ago, somebody commented on the channel about they'd come down here at the 548 and drag these things. Cool. The 548's not going to do this. Hate to bust your bubble. Won't do it. It had trouble dragging one of these, let alone both of these. So if the 548's all we had, we'd make do with it. But when you got the means to move more timber faster, time is money, especially when you're cutting this stuff, this pallet timber. There is a lot of footage and logs there in this drag, and we're going to walk right out with it. We're not going to struggle. We're going to drag out in 4th or 5th gear. We're going to get this drag of logs out to the deck. And that's not even a big drag for this H series. This is just business as usual. Yeah, we're in 4th gear right now. Easily switch to 5th. A lot of log back there. Now we'll switch to 5th. And this is just a 648. You know, John Deere makes the 748s, the 848s, now the 948s, the 968 bogey skidders. I couldn't imagine the power those big machines have. This is the smallest skidder that John Deere makes anymore in the L2 series. It's crazy to me that they discontinued the 548 G3. If you could buy a brand new G3 today, I would be at John Deere tomorrow. Greasy. Of course, it's probably already up in the 40s. The sun's beating down. We're just slip sliding all over the place, but just kind of slow and steady, still getting these things out. I try to keep them up as high off the ground as I can, just so we don't pack the barn full of mud. Makes it a lot nicer when you go to have to buck them up on the deck. You're not dulling your chain so fast. Pretty good ash. Some really good ash on this job. Old growth river bottom ash. Dad says this is what all the timber in the river bottom used to look like when he was a boy, when he first started logging with his dad. Slip slide, slip slide. I've actually got the air conditioning on. These cabs, it gets warm real fast when that sun goes beating through the glass. This is probably going to be my last drag. We got 3 pretty healthy trees in here. It's starting to get real greasy. We're just slipping and sliding over the place and starting to make some ruts. So whenever we get to making ruts, it's time to shut her down. Now, I don't know if it's going to get below freezing or close to it tonight. It would definitely be handy if it did to kind of solid this back up tomorrow. Said it might be a week where we have to come back later in the week and kind of finish up the drag in here. Still plenty of cutting to do. We're going to try to get the 440C moved, as I think I stated previously in today's video. Get it moved to a little job of walnut. Might just try to knock it out this week. Whatever it takes to keep logs moving, that's what we'll do. Even though we can't really haul anything out of the job sites right now, we can still dip into what's left of the 401k pile, haul out of there, get a bunch of logs out to the deck, bucked up, and ready to go. That way when we can roll, we can roll. These big drags are pushing us all over the place. Luckily we're not cutting down out here, we're just, like I said, slipping and sliding. several feet of logs out. These are all big trees. Oh, come on there, guy. Good ash. All big trees. Now, I don't think some people quite understand just how big these logs are we were dragging out. This, well, I'm standing on the ground. This is coming up my side here, so we're at least 4 foot on the stump. Not that the stump matters. I always have to tell people that your diameter of your stump means nothing, because this thing tapers so much, so fast. All these trees do, but still, these are big trees. These are very, very big trees. Tall trees, a lot of footage in each drag. There's a size comparison from the 548 to the 648. So all around, just a much, much bigger machine. Much more enjoyable to run too. Guys, that's it for today. Enjoy your weekend. Don't be a workaholic. All that does is fill you full of stress and anxiety and all that good stuff. Anyway, tomorrow we'll be doing something. I don't know what yet, but we're going to be doing something. Whether it be logging here, logging over there, cutting trees, moving equipment, we're going to be doing something. Hopefully the new 333, we'll be able to get it this week. Pretty excited about it. We could definitely use it right now. This is the type of ground conditions where the 333 and little track machines really come in handy for us. So if John Deere could go ahead and get the rest of all the stuff put on the one we've just bought, that would be superb. Anyway, enjoy your weekend. We'll see you tomorrow. Hey guys, if you like what you see, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for all of our latest videos.